And welcome back. It's time once again for our Ozarks Live Book Club, and Conrad Stumpf is here from the Springfield Greene County Library. Conrad, how are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for being here as always.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, 3 selections today.
That's
First
right.
up is called Boys in the Valley. Tell me about this one.
Yes, so this is by Philip Fracassi. It comes out July 11th from Tor Nightfire, and it's been described as kind of a mix between The Exorcist and Lord of the Flies.
Oh, so casual.
You know, just, yeah, whatever. So it takes place in 1905. It's at this orphanage, kind of hidden in this valley in like remote Pennsylvania. And one stormy night, sort of in the dead of winter, this raving, badly wounded man arrives. And so unbeknownst to the priests, they've kind of let in something really dark. And so soon the hearts of the boys at the orphanage are being affected by this, and so they're acting differently. They're things are becoming more tense between them, and so they have to sort of fight against it in order to survive.
What a calming read for summer.
Right, I know. Hey, I bet you it's on somebody's beach reads
This
list.
is probably true. But in all seriousness, what do you think people are going to enjoy most about this book?
Yeah, so I was thinking about this recently. There's something really exciting about tropes, like these things that we are familiar with, that we find some sense of comfort in.
Yeah.
And so this definitely has some like coming of age elements like Stephen King's It, that sort of remote locale like The Shining. So it sort of plays into these tropes, but the other thing about tropes is that like you want them to be twisted, you want them to sort of change in ways that catch you unawares. And so I think people will enjoy sort of that sense of the familiar, but also being kind of surprised by different things.
Okay, very interesting. Sounds like a good read, honestly.
Yeah, I think
okay,
so.
Next up, The Only One Left.
Yes, so this just came out yesterday from Dudden Books, and I can guarantee you it's going to be an immediate New York Times bestseller.
Okay, why do you say that?
Because, well, one, all of his books are an immediate New York Times bestseller, but also holds on this have been going crazy. So place yours now because it's already very long, the hold list. So basically this takes place in the 1980s. It follows this disgraced home help aide named Kit, who's really desperate for work after the death of one of her clients, this death that people sort of assume she had a hand in. And so she's assigned to care for this elderly woman named Lenora, sort of a Lizzie Borden-esque figure, who has long been suspected of murdering her parents and her sister in the 1920s, and who still lives in the Gothic mansion where the murders took place. And so as Kit spends more time with Lenora, she becomes more and more suspicious of her story, and she kind of becomes obsessed with uncovering what actually happened the night of the murders.
Okay, is there anything that specifically surprised you, of course, without anything giving anything away?
Yeah, I think sort of when there are two narratives that intertwine, there's something really suspenseful and exciting about that. And so there are the stories of these two women that intertwine throughout the book. And, you know, we have assumptions about them, but then those sort of alter over the course of it. So I think the things that we find out about them and their stories, and the things that we're sort of forced to look at about ourselves, and our fascination with these sort of true crime stories, I think that's kind of what makes the book really surprising, exciting, and just really enjoyable.
Okay, sounds like a lot of people might pick that up.
I think they will.
Okay, last up we've got Maddalena and the Dark.
Yeah, this is by Julia Fine, and this came out last week from Flatiron Books, but got a starter review from Publishers Weekly. Vanity Fair, which called it a best book of the summer, called it a beguiling fairy tale.
Wow.
So this is set at a prestigious all-girls music academy in Venice in the 1700s. It follows this 15-year-old girl named Louisa who desperately wants to be an accomplished violinist, and her life is forever changed by the arrival of another girl, the charming Maddalena. And Maddalena, you know, the two become very close, and Maddalena reveals this sort of powerful secret to Louisa, that is, the sea can make all of their wishes come true, but the sea asks two questions. What do you want, and what will you pay for it? So we kind of have to ask ourselves those questions as well.
Okay, I'm intrigued. All right, Conrad, 3 really good selections today. People want more information online. How can they get that?
Yeah, they can go to thelibrary.org.
All right, Conrad, thanks for being here. We always appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.